for a second. So again, if you're not in the webinar, if you're not live, then join the webinar because we're going live right now. So I'm gonna be showing you guys my weird niche business that currently makes me over $164,846 per month. All right, and how to ethically knock it off in under 10 minutes, right? So if you are interested to learn about how to create a weird niche business that's currently making me over $164,000 per month, and I'm going to show you how to do it exactly what I'm doing right now. Okay, guys. So if you're not in the webinar, join the webinar. Get in the webinar link. If you're not able to access the link, then there's, that's it. You can't access the link. There's going to be I don't know if there'll be a replay or not. There might be. But are you guys pumped? Are you ready? Someone post or someone. Let me hear some feedback. We got some action on Facebook, so people are commenting. Yeah. All right. So let's get into it. So we're going to check out my weird niche business that's currently making me over $164,846 per month. Now, and also that's cool for me, right? But what about for you? Like, this is how to ethically knock it off in less than 10 minutes. All right. So you can see here on the screen that there's $164,000 in May, 1st to the 31st. And this is just what was earned throughout that time. So this is how much came in orders. And this is all the details. You can see a little mugshot of myself there. So let's go ahead and continue on. So I want you guys to promise me, with great power comes great responsibility, right? So I'm going to show you how to create an online business, a weird niche business that's going to, earn you even similar or anywhere close to that much income. Then you're gonna want to use your responsibility. Don't use this power for evil, so to speak. So we got Uncle Ben here from Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility. So make sure that you are using this power with ethics and you're not taking advantage and all these sort of different things. So really, really important that we are being responsible with what we're learning. This information could be very powerful. So use it for good. Let me go ahead and get this. Give me a second here. Okay, now it should be better. Yeah, good. Okay. So guys, join the link. If you're not in the webinar, join the webinar link. So we want to make sure that everyone joins. If you have any audio problems or if you can't hear me, let me know. You definitely want to make sure you join in the link. All right, very cool. So with great power comes great responsibility. Let's continue. So this is an earnings disclaimer, right? So, I know everyone's excited to start earning big bucks, right? $164,000 per month. But, at first, I didn't have those sort of goals, right? I just wanted to cover some bills. So I was just thinking okay, I want to be able to just earn some money, some pocket money, pay for my livelihood and just be able to live a decent kind of life, right? And so even before I even realized it was possible, I was way above that level. It's really almost incredible how you can start and then get your bills covered and then immediately okay, what else can I do? Can I travel? Can I start building up other businesses? What can I do with this asset and this ability of time that I have, right? So, I mean, who wants to you all want to cover your bills, right? Not everybody, inflation is quite high. So some people these days have difficulty. So, everybody wants to have resources to cover their bills. So that was just really where I was at in the beginning, So then after I accomplished that, I was okay, I want to be a millionaire. If I can, be independent and time independent, financially dependent, then what's the limit? Can I keep going and keep earning, more money? I realized $1 million a year is just $2,739 per day, right? So, okay, that sounds like a lot of money, but really, if you have a business that's operating, is it a huge amount of money, right? It's not that much. Depends upon what you're doing, which we'll get into later. So currently, I have 2 niche businesses. Each of them is currently making between $2,000 to $6,000 a day in their business, in the business itself. So if you want to have that sort of thing, then let me know, right? Does that sound good to you? Like, would that change your life if you're having a business that does $2,000 or $6,000 a day? I think it would for most people, right? Maybe not for you. If you're a big baller, you're flossing, then maybe it won't be that big of a issue, but for most people, that's like a life changing, and for myself, I didn't come from, any background of entrepreneurs or anything like that. I just figured it out, myself, and I'll go into a little bit later, but it's just life changing. So so that's my earnings disclaimer. It's kind of my story a little bit, and we're going to continue on. So if you stay till the end, I'm going to be giving away a mystery gift that's worth $11,800. So if you're going to stay till the end, I'm going to be giving away a mystery gift that's valued at $11,800. Now, this is only going to be given out to people who are live on the webinar. So if you're on TikTok or one of the social media posts, then there's a link somewhere to get into the webinar. Now, if you're on TikTok, there's no comment, but there is a QR code. So if you join the QR code, it's going to get you directly onto the webinar, and I'm going to be raffling away a gift of $11,800 to webinar attendees, to one person. So might be you. Very cool. All right, so we're going to continue onward. So that's a free gift. Who's pumped about that? Who wants a free gift almost worth $12,000? I mean, come on. Cool. So a little bit about myself. This is me with my mentor, the guy who kind of showed me the ropes, taught me all the stuff that I'm teaching you today. I started from his course. Like, that's how I actually got started and learned kind of like, what is high ticket drop shipping? What is this business model? Like, when I just learned about this weird niche business, right? And this is just a little bit about, myself, ecom mentee, referencing myself. You see me in the red shirt there. Makes $2 million the last 3 years while traveling around Asia. Currently in Thailand. I was in, show some of the places I was at earlier this year. And I connected with my mentor in his 7,000 square foot estate. So his place is pretty big. He does call it the estate. Massive property. So I did a little podcast with him there. Just want to show that. And also just some of the places I've been over the last, year as I've been traveling. So you can see here, I have some photos. I was in Waikiki, Hawaii, spent about 3 months there. Traveled all around Hawaii, actually, Maui, Kona, it's beautiful, amazing place. Spent some time in Shenandoah, that's on the East Coast. It's kind of where I'm from in Virginia. So this is just a little view of the skyline up there. Absolutely beautiful. The Blue Ridge mountain range, if you're familiar with that. Spent about 9 months in Aruba the year before and this year. Really, really love Aruba. Absolutely gorgeous, breathtaking beauty. You really can't imagine it until you've been there. Absolutely gorgeous. Amsterdam, I did spend about a year and a half in Amsterdam. I've lived all over Netherlands, actually, Iber, Diemen. So just been, traveling, right, for the past few years, all over the world, just going to places that I think are good, like where this place might be nice, or just, seeing what's out there. This is just what having your own e-commerce business, you're able to just travel really as much as you want. So also Portugal, spent a month, I think, in Azores. It's they call it the Hawaii of Europe. It's off the coast of Europe, so very interesting there. Very cool. So big claims require big evidence, right? So I showed you up front that the sales that come in on the store. So you can see here just some of the sales that I get on a usual basis. These are from June, end of June and July. Just pick some. I'm going to do this training, so I'm kind of preparing for it. And, let me just take a few screenshots of sales that come in just to show some people what is going on, So you see here an order for $2,794 that came in on the 15th. We got another order for $2,501, $89, $224, You see $5,667, $2,789. These are just some of the sales that, that happen, while you're sleeping. While who wants to earn money while you're sleeping, while you're in the shower, while you're doing whatever, while you're watching Netflix, like while you're hanging out, while you're at the beach, whatever you're doing, you just look at your phone or whatever. Oh, another order. Okay, great. Right? Oh, $5,000 sale. Great. $2,000 sale. Great. $3,000 sale. Great. This is how it goes, right? When you're running one of these weird niche businesses. So I'm going to get into exactly how to ethically knock it off. Just show you exactly what I'm doing. So just want to show you some results up front. So who just let me see some action from you guys. Who would be happy with this? Who would love to wake up one day and say, "Oh, I just earned $3,000 or $4,000, whatever it might be"? Like insane, right? All right, cool. So we're gonna keep moving along. So I'm going to get into, I think I skipped a slide here. No, let me see. No, okay, good. So we're going to get directly into the 3 secrets. So as you signed up, as you registered, the 3 secrets. Secret number 1, how to ethically steal over $1 million worth of trade secrets from your competitors for free. Secret 2, how to clone their proven business model in less than 10 minutes. Very easy, straightforward. And this one's easier than you think. Very, very easy. And secret number 3, how to get the same customers to buy your products without them knowing you even exist. So these are the 3 secrets. If you get exactly the model as I showed it, the model, as I said, my weird niche business that you can ethically clone it or copy it, that's going to be our ruler for today. So if you get that out of this conversation, out of this webinar, out of this meeting, whatever you want to think about it as, then that's a success. So I'm going to show you exactly how to determine whether or not you had a successful and an engaging and valuable time on this conversation together. So the 3 secrets we're going over are these 3. So without further ado, so who's excited? Who's pumped up to get it? I'm still on fire on Instagram. What do you guys think about that? You like it? We'll leave it on, man. I feel like cool. It's good. It's nice. All right. So toasty. So anyway, so 3 secrets. Let's go ahead and jump into it. I want to, let's get right into it, guys. I don't want to take any more time. All right, cool. So before we get into the 3 secrets, let's define what this is not. This is not Oberlo. This is not Alibaba. This is not AliExpress. This is not stuff from China. This is not stuff from overseas, right? This is not anything like overseas, Oberlo, AliExpress, Alibaba, nothing like that. It's not TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or any social media program, right? Some SNS type thing, right? It's not affiliate marketing, email marketing, MLM. It's not probably any other business opportunity that you ever heard of, right? It's not Amazon. It's not eBay or low ticket dropshipping, right? Where you typically low ticket, you got to sell thousands of dollars of products to even make like a few dollars, right? So it's not that either. So clearly we can see what this is not. Now we're going to go ahead and jump into what this is, right? So this is high ticket dropshipping. So if you're not familiar with with dropshipping, we're going to start there. So the dropshipping process is right here. So let's say let's start with the customer. So the customer would order from your store. Okay. Now your store sends the order over to the supplier. The supplier then ships the product directly to the customer, right? So this is the cycle of drop shipping. So you maintain the store, the brand here, the actual store, and these products get shipped directly from the supplier directly to the customer when they place an order on your store. So that is the drop shipping model. That's what drop shipping is. Now, what is high ticket drop shipping? High ticket drop shipping or high ticket are products that are $750 or more. So expensive products. This is not, again, overseas stuff. This is local suppliers to local customers. Meaning, if you're in America, it's going to be American suppliers or American manufacturers to American customers, right? Or if you're in, let's say, Europe, then it would be European manufacturers to European customers. Let's say you're in UK. UK manufacturers to UK customers, right? So you're not going to be shipping abroad. There's no customs, there's no duties, there's no taxes, there's no fees associated with shipping the product. Typically, I sell in the United States. Most things go by freight. So they're going to be on a box truck, on the back of a box truck, and they're going to be shipped out directly. So high ticket are products that are $750 or more. So we want to work with expensive stuff. Now, if you're international, you're thinking, oh man, I don't know if it's possible in my country. It is. You could do business in your own country if you're in Asia, if you're in Europe or somewhere else, or you could open up a business in America as an international person and open a business that way as well. So it's a great way to access the American market if you want to get involved like that as well. I know many people from different countries who have businesses in the United States, and Italy and all different UK. So don't be shy if you're from a different country and you're thinking, oh, how can I do this? You can still do it. So high ticket drop shipping. So now we've defined what high ticket drop shipping is. Now we're going to go into a little bit more about the business model itself and some examples of what high ticket products are. So a little mosquito here. So high ticket products. So what are they? Here are some examples, right? So we have nursery room furniture, camping gear, power washers, pizza ovens, telescopes, adjustable beds, massage chair, pond spray. The list goes on, guys. If you have been interested in this industry for a little while and you are not able to decide on a niche, then there's nothing better than just simply looking at this list, right? Just saying, hey, what are some expensive things that ship that are not branded? So you see here, pro tip. So something that's non-branded would mean, so if you have like Nike, their clothes or their shoes or whatever, they sell well because they got the swoop on them, right? So if they don't got the swoop, it's just a normal everyday shirt. Sometimes you can even buy those things like, without prior to them putting the label on. Some places they'll wholesale. Anyway, the point is we don't want products that are popular or expensive because of their brand, right? So it doesn't matter if they are like a thing that's only like a Louis Vuitton or Balenciaga or something like that, right? That's not the goal here. We want things that are kind of intrinsically expensive, just based on the pure nature and the function of them, right? So we want to look for things that are expensive. What I suggest and what I did when I first started is I would just look at things in the world over 2 weeks or 3 weeks and do research. Like, oh, could that be a good niche? Like, oh, let me research about this one, or oh, that I never thought about that. Like, oh, okay, what about this, right? So I'm having ideas of expensive products, and then I am going and following this next steps I'm about to teach you in order to really see, okay, is it a good niche? Is not a good niche? Because a lot of people honestly are kind of stuck in the market research part. How do I get started, right? So this is how, when you have an idea of a high ticket product, this is how you would the process by which you would vet or see if that product would be a good one, right? So we have some examples of high ticket products here. Write those down, hold on to them. They're super, super nice and valuable. So I think they'll be good for you. Pro tip there, non-branded. Don't go for branded. Okay, very cool. So hopefully everyone, screenshot it, take a look at it, get some ideas, jot them down. Expensive things, non-branded, $750 or more, right? These are high ticket products. Okay, got it. Again, if you join the webinar, QR code if you're on TikTok, in the comments if you're somewhere else. All right, cool. So join the webinar. I'm raffling away a mystery gift at the end worth $11,800. So if you are not live on the webinar, I can't put your name in the raffle. So when we get to the end, if your name's not in the raffle, then I can't, you're not even in the running to get the free gift. So make sure you register for the webinar to get the free gift at the end. Okay, cool. So secret number one, now that we understand what is high ticket drop shipping, we have a base foundation of knowledge. Now we're gonna get into the first secret. All right, guys. So who's ready? Who's excited? I'm pumped, man. You guys can see I'm just jazzed up to share this. I've been running my business for 6 years now. And doing well. And I haven't really shared this knowledge publicly at all. So, obviously I have my business partners, guys I communicate with regularly, but I have not shared this publicly in sort of like a broad format as I am going to be doing more of it, in the future. So, very cool. All right. So who's pumped? All right. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. I see you there. All right. So, how to ethically steal over $1 million worth of trade secrets from your competitors for free. Okay. We're going to start with Google Trends. So, if you're not familiar with what Google Trends is, it is a way of identifying trends. So, Google keeps all of the data of searches that are done every day, every month, every year, and those searches are then like stored. So you can see, okay, is the trend of this thing up? Is the trend of this thing down? Like, does it go up in the summer? Does it go down in the winter? Is it like getting more popular overall, less popular overall? We can see trends. So it doesn't give us an exact like amount of monthly like searches, like, oh, there's like 500 people per month or 200 people per month or whatever. It doesn't give us that like specific detail, but we can you look at the trend and we can compare different things. So Google Trend is used for comparison and for preliminary research. After that, we're going to use a tool called SEMrush. SEMrush is going to tell us how many monthly searches there are for that term. And after that, we're going to check something called the Google Shopping PLAs. That's what we're going to look at after. Okay, you guys with me? Okay, yeah, all right, with me. Cool. On Instagram, okay, I got to turn this fire. I'm going to leave it on. Why not? Leave the fire on the whole time. You guys loving it. All right, cool. So we're going to identify products which have many people selling them and identify top selling brands that are dropship friendly. Okay, so if you think about products, let's, in this case, I use fire pits. So everyone knows, like in your backyard, you have these big fire pits. You put it out in the winter. You sit around it, cook marshmallows. It's a fire pit, right? So they sell. It's a high ticket product. Now, if you have 100 businesses that build different fire pits, not all of them are going to be willing to drop ship their products or work with a reseller. So because of that, what we do is we have a method of identifying, are these people dropship friendly? Okay, who wants to know an easy method to identify products and manufacturers that are dropship friendly? I mean, yeah, that's like everyone doesn't know how to do that, right? So this is how you do it. Okay, cool. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Google Trends. Go to Google Trends. So if you're not sure how to get there, simply trends.google.com. Easy. Yeah. Okay. Trends.google.com. You're going to type in fire pit. So in this example, I just put two variations of the same term. You'll notice that like the orange one, and then there's orange and blue, right? So the orange one here, by the way, guys, if you're on Instagram Live or TikTok, join the webinar. That's where you can see the presentation. So make sure you're on the webinar. So we have the fire pit versus fire pits here on the webinar. And you can see here that in orange, the term fire pit is more popular than the term fire pits, right? So that's what we can learn through the trends. What are, when we're talking about keywords, then what are kind of the more popular terms, right? Fire pit, fire pits, or I might even compare different markets, right? Okay, pond sprinklers, okay, versus fire pits. What's more popular? When does it peak? In the winter, in the summer? When does it become what's the top of the season? When's the bottom of the season? And we can just see all of those trends. So that's our preliminary data. So I'm walking around the world. I'm thinking about, okay, what are some high ticket products I might want to sell for a new business? And I look, okay, that might be a good idea. Let me hop on Google Trends. Let me see, is this a good idea? Does it have enough volume? Are there searches for it, etc. Right? Now, key thing here with trends, don't start if you're going into the off season, right? So if you are, let's say it's a summer product and you're in spring. So you have about a month or two before the summer hits. Okay, if you're going to work on this thing full time and get your store up and running, yeah, fine. If it's like January and you're working on a summer product, maybe wait till March, April to launch the bad boy, right? Or if you're, just time it to where if it's seasonal, you're going into the season, right? Because that's where the most traffic is. That's where the most people are searching for those products. So make sure you identify if it's seasonal, It'll have the date here, and then you can identify, okay, what do I, where do I want to go from there? Okay, cool. So we've gotten Google Trends. So now we're going to hop on over to SEMrush. So SEMrush is not a free tool. There is a free trial. I think it's a 14-day free trial. Or I think in a free account, you get like a limited number of searches per day or something like 10 searches or 15. So don't just type in a whole bunch of stuff here. That's why I use Google Trends first, because it's easy. You can do unlimited. You can check a whole bunch of stuff. Then I'm thinking, let me dig a little bit deeper, right? Then I'm going to SEMrush. Okay, let me hop in SEMrush and let me see how many people are actually searching for this term, per month. So I type in fire pit here, and I can identify that in the US alone, there are 90,500 people searching for fire pits. You can see it right here, right? So there, and then worldwide, there's 198,000 searching. This is monthly volume, I believe. Yeah, monthly searching for this product. So there's some other data here. If their intent is more transactional or educational, CPC. These are kind of terms that are deeper, but it's related to like how much it's cost per click. We're not going to get into that, but it is a very important thing to know later. But it just means how much you pay per click. And it's not really accurate because we use a different technique. But this is for like search ads, text ads. Okay, very good. Anyway, so we have fire pit. We see how many searches there are, volume, and we say, okay, pretty good. So on the other previous slide, what did I say? Step number 1, Google Trends. Step number 2, okay, how much traffic is there? This one has 90,000 in the US, more than enough. If it's 5,000 or more monthly searches, good market. There's enough volume to make some money. Okay, so if you see if you type in a product, you go to SEMrush, and you're like, damn, like what part of like darn, oh man, there's not enough. There's only 2,000. That's too niche. You're not going to have enough volume to justify a business. It's just not worth it. So if it's over 5,000, it's a clear indicator. There's enough monthly volume to justify having one of these weird niche businesses, right? All right, cool. So we're going to keep going after SEMrush. Now we're going to get into what's called the Google Shopping PLAs. Who knows what that is, right? So product listings, Google Shopping product listings. All right. So when you go to Google and you type in fire pit, I'm using the same example. So we've done Google Trends, we've done SEMrush. Our next step is Google Shopping. So I've identified, okay, there's a good trend in the market. There's enough search volume to justify it. Okay, let's check out the market. Let's hop into it. Let's see what they're doing. That's Google Shopping, right? So when you go to Google, click on the Shopping tab. When you do that, type in your keyword, fire pit or whatever niche you're researching, and it's going to show you a list of all the people that are selling that product. Now you might think, oh, these are from Google directly, right? Maybe you didn't even consider where these vendors were from. But guess what? These are all weird niche businesses. A lot of these are drop shippers that are selling high-ticket products, and they are reselling them after they have a relationship with the manufacturer, which we'll get into a little bit later. So who's pumped about that? Who just had like a mind-blown moment? Like, wow, like each one of these people are paying, this is ads, they're paying to show their products. So let's highlight a few things here. So we see the product listing. We see a fire pit. We see the price they're selling it for. We see their shipping, their return policy, their reviews, some good data there. And this little part right here is what we're looking for. So when you do this search, what you want to do is you want to find something that shows the name of a business and then 10 plus. So what this means is there are 10 plus people selling this exact product. What does that tell me? Oh, they're probably dropship friendly, right? Because if that many people are selling the same product, then probably they're dropshipping. They're probably not wholesaling or manufacturing. So there you go. So that's a really easy, simple way to say, hey, people, I don't know where to find products to sell or what high ticket products to sell. Oh, go to Google Shopping. Took me 5 minutes, right? This is a great niche to get into. Anyway, so let's go ahead. Who's pumped about that? I mean, it's like outrageously awesome. All right, cool. So we're going to go ahead and get into the next slide. So after you click on that ad is what it is, right? The product listing. Then it's going to display here on the right. If you see here on the right hand, it's going to show you all the different vendors who are reselling that same product. We have like Modern Blaze, heatandcool.co, bbqdirect.com, Fire Pitch Direct. So these are all drop shipping businesses, most of them, because they're, I can't, you have to go through each one individually, but I can tell you based on where we've come from and the path we've gone so far that these businesses are drop shipping. And I'm going to show you an example on the next slide. So who's excited about that? Who's pumped about how, just discovering how to just find products? It's that easy. So let's keep going. So, okay. So this is the one that I liked. I was just searching through the 10 plus that were there. And this is an example of one store. Okay. So we have Fire Pit Surplus. I don't know this brand. I'm not affiliated with them. I don't know who they are. But this is just a good example of a high ticket dropshipping store. And you can notice they have their phone number here, some details. And what I want you to highlight here is brands. Okay, brands. So what does this mean? This means that they are literally telling us every brand they work with, and they're a dropshipper. So I immediately have access to 50 brands that are dropship friendly that I can reach out to give me permission to resell their products. So all of you guys out there that message me or that email and say, oh, I don't know how to get started or what market to get into. It's I don't know what to tell you. It's really simple. You look at the PLAs, you go through the process I just mentioned, you go into the brands, and then you go into the PLAs, get websites that are selling the products, and then typically they list their brands here. Now I don't teach my guys to do that because it's too easy to copy, right? But most people thinking that they're being helpful for the customer, they add these here. But I don't know of any anyway, I'm not going to get into the theory of selling on a website. But anyway, so now we know what brands are dropship friendly. So who's excited about that? I mean, come on, that's insane. All right, cool. So that's secret one. So how to ethically, that's literally all their trade secrets, all their vendors. Every brand, every customer they have, every brand they're working with, every reseller, every retailer, you can literally just copy it for free. You don't even have to pay for a subscription or for a lead gen service or to reach out to the owners. It's literally on their website, right? So use that technique now. If you're thinking about a high ticket product, that's how you figure out what brands are dropship friendly is you just go to other people selling that product and you see all the different vendors and okay, this one's a good one. Okay, cool. So secret two, how to clone their model. So now that we've identified their store, how to clone their model in less than 10 minutes. It's easier than you think. So a lot of people think oh my God, I'm going to need a web designer, I got to get an accountant, I need a webmaster, I need a programmer, I need someone to handle analytics, all these different things. You don't, right? You don't need any of that. You don't need an extra person. You can literally do it in less than 10 minutes. It's super easy. You just need two things. You need a Shopify account. That's what's going to do your merchant processing. That's where all of your customer data will be stored. That's where the bank transfers will come from when someone orders from you and all that. So that's Shopify. I mean, if you haven't heard about Shopify till now, you might be living under a rock. I'm not sure what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first thing. So typically, I think Shopify is $40 a month or something like that. I have an affiliate with them, so I can get you $1. So you can sign up for $1, literally $1. So that link right there. If you want, if you need, you can write it down. I know it's all crazy, or you can, message me privately. I'll send out the link for you. But either way, you can get started for $1 for your first month, I think. But anyway, so great offer. Also, so once you have the store, you're going to need the Shoptimized theme. So when you get the store, you might think, oh, I need a web designer. I need someone to help me with this. No, you install the theme, upload it, change a few colors, change a few boxes, maybe an hour of work, and you have a store, right? That easy. You could hire a virtual assistant to make it for you and do a few touch-ups. Simple. So this is how you do it. So we're going to go ahead and get into Shopify. So use the link previously in order to set up your account. When you get there, it's going to look like this. Bring your ideas to life for $1 a month. If you don't, it's a free trial. So I think it's free for 3. You don't even need a credit card to sign in. You could just use your email and start the free trial. So I don't know, super easy, super simple. You don't find this, if you go to the website normally, I don't think there's a free trial. I don't really know what their offer is, but this is the one they gave me. So very cool. So go do that, set up Shopify, get the account set up. That's the first thing. Second thing is Shoptimized. So this is the theme you're going to want to purchase. This is one, I think, the only kind of big investment that's required. You could use one of the default themes, that it gives you when you log in. It's not going to convert as well as the Shoptimized theme. This is the number one in the industry. It's the best theme to use by far. I mean, there's a few other competitors out there. None of them are doing it like Shoptimized. And here's the real beauty of it. When you're running on Shopify, there's something called apps, right? So there's back little apps you can download, like little purchases. Oh, this much per month, $3 a month, $4 a month, whatever, right? So because of these little apps, you can really stack up. Like this one's $3, and you could end up spending a lot of money per month as you start building and scaling out your store. So what I recommend is to use Shoptimized, because most of the apps you would need are included in the theme. So you pay one time, it's $200-$300. This is my affiliates. I don't even know if I give a discount or what it is. So it is an affiliate link. But I don't know. If it didn't have a link, I would still promote this. This is what I use across all my stores. This is what all my clients use. It's the best one, hands down. So use Shoptimized, right? Get it, install it. It's insane. It's great. And it saves you money overall, because you're not paying monthly. You pay one time. You get all the apps, everything included. And this includes a license. You have lifetime access, all that good stuff. All right, cool. So that's Shoptimized. Number 2, get the theme. Who's talked about that? That's the biggest cost associated with setting up a store. I mean, there's a few other $2 thing, $3 thing here and there. But this is kind of the biggest ticket item. It's just super valuable. I mean, I can't, as you can tell, I'm just going on about Shopify. So it's good. It's really good. Use it. All right, cool. Let's continue onward. Okay, so we're going to install the theme. So once you download it, you go to online store, you go to themes, you go to customize, you add the theme in there. Boom, that's it. 2 steps. Go to themes, customize, add theme, then you got Shoptimize. That's it. 2 steps. Download the theme, add theme. You got a store. Then you got to add, colors, put a few texts in there. But I mean, that's 90% of the work. No programmer, no developer, no designer, no third party, no anyone, just you. You could do it in an afternoon if you want, to be honest. All right, cool. So let's continue onward. So you install the theme, and now you have, clone their store. You know exactly what products they have. You know what niche you want to get into, because you're thinking fire pits in this example, right? So I've done my preliminary research. I've looked at their store. Okay, they're doing fire pits. This is the different categories they're selling, and these are the different things, right? So okay, so I can clone it. I can kind of create what they have, and now how do I get customers to buy, right? How do I make money, right? That's the biggest part of this. So secret number 3. How to get the same customers to buy your products without them knowing you exist. So really how to ethically steal their customers, right? So how do we do this? Number 1, we're to contact the same suppliers that we got off of the competitor, that fire pit surplus store, right? So we're going to call those suppliers, get approval to resell their products. We're going to run our own advertising to those products with a better offer. Done. That simple, guys. It's not rocket science, right? How many of you have been out here, trying to figure this out for so long? I mean, I'll talk to guys that have been doing, I'll talk to them a year ago, and they're like, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, how's your, you're starting, I want to start a business. Okay. How's it going? I'm still researching. I'm still thinking about my market. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out, I want to do affiliate marketing or Amazon or whatever. It's like, dude, just do something, right? Just take some action, just get in there, pick something you want to do and just start doing it. And, high ticket drop shipping is by far the easiest. I mean, it's like, you're selling products that are $3,000, $4,000, earning, way more money than any other model with way less effort. You can see how simple it is. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna go too long on that tangent, but just want to show you like where we're at, guys. All right, cool. So anyway, let's continue onward. So back on fire pit surplus, we can see they're selling fire pits, patio heaters, wood stoves, fireplaces. Okay, so these might be different topics that we might want to put in our store. Maybe we start, fire pit direct, or I know one of the other ones. There's a whole other process for determining your website, but this let's call this like firepitsincorporated.com or whatever, right? So that's going to be the website by which you sell your products, and you can sell the same products that they're selling with a better offer. I mean, it's a no-brainer, guys. All right, cool. So we can see all the different brands they have here. Let's keep going. All right, so we can see American Fire Designs. So this is just the top one. I'll just go back real quick. Let me just go back. Let me highlight the American Fire Design. So this is just, they have all their brands listed. This is just the first one I saw. I literally just went to Google. I typed in American Fire Designs, and boom, here is the manufacturer. That's it. That's it. And you call them and you say, hey, I'd like to resell your stuff. That's it. They say, okay, let's do it. They want to make money. You want to make money. Okay, cool. Your site looks good. Let's form a business partnership, right? Then that's it. Then you get their products, get permission to resell them, put them on your own store, run your own ads, make money. Wow. It's that easy, guys. All right. So we also know they're dropship friendly. So there's all these different products, all these different things that are like all these different ways of selling products. And, if you had to reach out to like 1,000, let's say you didn't use this process, and you're like, hey, I'm just going to reach out to like 1,000 people and to see if they dropship. You're probably going to get no, 8 out of 10 times. So you have to call 1,000 people to get 200 that are dropship friendly. Or you're going to have to try to convince them. Don't do that. Just follow this process. So we already know, hey, these manufacturers are willing to work with dropshippers. No brainer anyway, but anyway, you'll learn later. Okay, very cool. So we know they are dropship friendly. So after getting approval, so we reach out to them, we get approval. It's the key. We have to get approval. We become an authorized reseller of their products, right? Very simple. There's a form, there's a process there. Once you've done that, then you literally say, hey, okay, I'm going to go ahead and add your products to my store. They say, great, go ahead. Okay, so you just go to products, add product, add the data. Okay, this is the name of the product. This is the SKU. That's like the item code. This is the description, and this is the images. You just add all the stuff in the back end. Bam. Now their products are on your store. Boom. Okay, so after getting the products on your store, then you're going to set up your Google Merchant Center account. So this is critical. This is like Google's way of organizing all of the product data. The descriptions, the images, all the stuff I just mentioned, and some other, UPC codes, all that stuff. That is all going to be like organized and in the feed into Google Merchant Center. So you can do that at google.com/retail. You can set up a Google Merchant Center account. And then that is the process. So after you've set that account up, then the very last step. Let me see. I have a thing here on TikTok. Give me a second. Got a little captcha here. What is that? Verification. Okay, we're live. All right, cool. So, you guys with me? All right, cool. All right, so Google Shopping. We have that one here. So we have Google Shop. Okay, so now we have our products in the Merchant Center. Then we're going to run ads, as I mentioned before, to those products. Okay, so how do we do that? Right? We're going to create a campaign. We're going to go to Google Shopping, create a campaign. This is once the products are in the Merchant Center. So we have to wait for that. Sometimes it takes a day. Sometimes it takes 2 days. Varies. Then we're going to go to Google Shopping. We're going to create a campaign without goals guidance. And then we're going to click and make a shopping campaign. So like there's different ways, right? We have search, performance max, display, all these different techniques that Google uses and different types of advertising. We're going to do shopping. So in shopping is where you're going to actually have your products in that same feed that I just showed, the PLAs. So make sure you're doing it and click shopping. All right. So now you got all that set up. You have your business. Who's pumped? I mean, come on, guys. Like, this is insane. Like, no one's giving this away for free. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you exactly what you have to do, how to do it, So this is the real icing on the cake. So once you've set your store up, I mentioned like, okay, you want to have a better offer. So what does that mean? Like a better offer, right? So what you want to do, and this is what no one's doing right now. It's really like, this is how you win. You offer a free gift to your customers. So you take 2 or 3% of your profit and you offer it as a free gift. So it would be something complimentary. So you might say, okay, well, how do I find a complimentary product, right? Like, okay, what might be a good product to offer? I got you covered. Don't worry. It's easy. All you do is you go to Amazon. You look at frequently bought together. Okay. So this is an example of a fire pit. There's also the cover, which is common. I think the cover is probably also included by the manufacturer. But what really sticks out to me are these good old marshmallow roasting sticks, right? I even mentioned that early at the top, that like marshmallow is like a common thing you do with a fire pit, right? Making s'mores, just hanging out around the campfire. Why not? When someone buys from you, they get a pair of, how many are here? 12 or I don't know how many are shown there, 7 or something. 7 roasting sticks free with their purchase, right? So if there's 10 people selling this product and these guys are buying a fire pit with the intention to roast marshmallows on it, and your offer has it for free, who are they going to buy from? They're going to buy from you every time. It's a no-brainer, right? So by offering a free gift, that really makes your brand a no-brainer to purchase from rather than one of your competitors. This is the secret sauce, guys, that people are just not doing right now. So this is how you just literally, this is one amongst a few techniques. This is one specifically that just blows everyone out. You could do this in any business. Do you know what I mean? You can just give away some kind of free gift, take a percentage of your profit, and then boom, people want to get the free gift. They want to get involved. So they buy from you, right? Because they have options. We're going after people. Very good. Cool. So who's pumped about that? Who's excited about that? Does that make sense? You guys with me? All right, good. All right, so we're going to keep going. We're going to keep moving right along here. So this exact system that I just covered earned me $354,000 in June, right? You can see here daily sales. Look, you see, so this is like the Shopify like back end, you know what I mean? Like a dashboard. You can see on this date, I think this was the 25th, maybe. Look at that, $9,000, $9,789 in sales for 23 orders, right? A little bit of low ticket. I have a few lower ticket stuff, a few high ticket stuff. But anyway, look at this. $354,000 in sales in this month. This was June. You can see here, I don't know what day that is, maybe the 9th or the 10th. It's a 30K day. $29,000 in sales in one day. That was the, I guess, 10th, maybe 11th. Okay, cool. So all you guys out there who are haters that doubt, what this is about. I mean, look, my name's right there, guys. Like, this is my story. You know what I mean? Like, this is real. This is not falsified. This is not joking. This is just what myself and other people that are following these weird niche businesses, this is like, these results are like, I can't say like, they're guaranteed because they're not. Everyone needs to put in the work and put in the effort, but they're typical for people that are in this business. Everyone's making over 100,000 a month on average. And then at the peak of your season, you're doing like 350, 400. Easily over, I think this year we're, cutting close to like 4 million, right? So it's like, guys, this is how you do it. This exact system that I just showed you is exactly what I'm doing to get these results. Cool. All right. So I recently had 2 choices, right? So my first option was to keep growing my stores as quickly as possible. I would earn more money, keep building out, like second store, third store. I did my second store now. I've been in the business about 5 years, 6 years now. Started in 2018, 2019, around there. But it's lonely at the top, to be honest. You know what I mean? I'm growing my stores, doing well, but it's like, I want to, it's like kind of lonely. It's like, okay, I'm just building this thing up, doing well, but like, who's around? What's going on? So my second option is like keep growing my businesses over time. So not like like boom, boom, like hardcore, build them, and then take some of my extra time and start teaching people about this weird niche business. So they can become financially independent and create the life they want, right? So this is like these two choices that I had. Was like first option, like just go all in on myself and just build it out and that's it. Or like take a little bit of time and dedicate to actually like giving back to the community and then helping out people like as I was helped, right? Like, I didn't get to where I was like just by my own effort. Like it's always your community and people that are around you and people that help you and that just, bounce ideas off and all those, like you need that community. So I think the second option is what I decided to go with, as you can obviously tell in this podcast, this webinar here, right? Okay, cool. So I recently had two choices. Let's keep going. So let me ask you guys a question. If I had a way for you to continue this conversation, how many would be interested? Let's see from a show of hands. Let's see if I can, join in like one of the chats here. Yeah, I don't have comments or anything. Yeah, okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and continue. So let me ask you guys, if I had a way for you to continue this conversation, how many people would be interested? Let me point it out. So how many people would be interested? Okay, I see you on Instagram, okay, TikTok, yeah. Cool, yeah. No, okay, yeah, if you could do that, it'd be great, yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, guys. Okay, cool. You want to hear more? All right, awesome. I guess people are really interested. I guess this is like resonating with you guys. Yeah, really cool. All right. So if I had a way that, I do, you know what I mean? I do have a way. So, but you might feel like this right now, So if you feel like, oh my God, like this is so much information, like, oh my God, I didn't even know about high ticket dropshipping. And now I have the exact steps to start my own like business, high ticket dropshipping business, and exactly what I have to do. And wow, like you might feel like, well, a lot of information. I talk pretty fast. I'm kind of going like boom, 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 boom. We've been here almost an hour already, about 60 minutes. So you might feel like, wow, like this is just like a lot of information, right? So because of that, I put together this special package. Okay, so it's named the High Ticket Accelerator Program. It's a way for you to implement all the stuff I just went over the next 90 days. Okay, so it's dropshipping high ticket conversions, and it's the High Ticket Accelerator Program. So who's excited about having a way to implement this stuff over the next 90 days? I mean, come on, I'm pumped. I'm really so excited to share this with you guys. What you're going to get, okay? So you get 1 year access to the Market Research Mastery, okay? This typically sells as part of my high ticket like coaching program for almost $2,000, right? This is one of the first sections in the course. It's total value of just shy of two grand for the Market Research Mastery, okay? 1 year access. So 90 days to start your business, you get a year access. You have questions, you want to look back, what was this section, all that, no problem. You got a year access to the Market Research Mastery. This goes into the exact steps to pin down your market, to pick your niche in 30 minutes or less, right? So like, wow, in 30 minutes, you can do all the market research, all the stuff I just went over in an expedited manner. Like, okay, here's exactly what I want to get into. Here's what, you can just go into it in 30 minutes or less. Not only that, it's broken down step by step for you. So even a grandma can do it. It's that easy, really. So yeah, really simple, straightforward. Okay, so you got the Market Research Mastery. And now to get your store established, you're going to need the enterprise establishment. So now you get the 1 year access to the Market Research Mastery. Okay, just set your market, pick your niche, $2,000 value. You get another year access to the enterprise establishment training. This is how to set up your business, how to register your LLC, how to set up the store, how to pick your color palettes, all the stuff I just covered in like a straightforward, direct way. Total value, again, as part of my high ticket coaching, this sells at $2,000, right? So total value here is just under $4 grand. We've just got the Market Research Mastery and the enterprise establishment. I mean, who's excited about that? International, no problem. You're national, no problem. Use the enterprise establishment program. Total value just under $4,000. All right, cool. Let's continue onward. So each and every step to register your business, set the theme colors, organize your website, and do every and all steps required that suppliers will always approve you to resell your products. Remember, we're setting up our storefront first, and then we are going to to the suppliers, right? So you're setting up your store, adding demo products. I'll show you how to do that in the enterprise establishment, and then getting that approval from the suppliers to resell the products. So incredible, really, really powerful stuff. So after your store is established, what do you say to suppliers, right? You might be thinking, okay, I got my store. I know who I want to reach out to. I know what suppliers are, who they are. What do I say to them to get them to work with me? Don't worry, I got you covered, right? So introducing the supplier scripts you need. So you get another 1-year access to the market research mastery, $2,000 value. Another year access to the enterprise establishment training, $2,000 value. 1-year access to all the supplier scripts that you need to reach out to the businesses. You know exactly what to say to them for them to go, oh yeah, let's work together. It's a no-brainer, right? Total value, $6,000, right? Okay, so don't worry. I'm not charging you $6,000. Not, we're going over some more things, but don't get your pants all in a bunch, yet. Just go ahead and hear me out. So you got the supplier scripts, total value, all so far, $6,000. So you got your store up and running. You got the products. You got approval. You upload them to your store. Let's drive traffic, right? You got to start getting traffic, running your ads, getting people to your store to start buying from you. I got you there. We got the Google, Facebook, and Bing Ads mastery training. Okay, 1-year access. You get 1-year access to the market research mastery. Normally $2,000 as part of my paid coaching. 1-year access to the enterprise establishment training to set up your business, international or national, wherever you're at. $2,000 value. You get 1-year access to all the supplier scripts. So you know exactly what to say for every supplier when you reach out to them to get them to work with you to onboard them. $2,000 value. And if that's not good enough, so you have the products in your store. Now you got to run the traffic. You get 1 year access to Google, Facebook, and Bing Ads Mastery. $2,000 value. Total value, $7,988. Wow, right? Expensive stuff. Well, you're building a business that's doing $354,000 a month or 164, 80, whatever the first number was per month. I mean, right? It's not cheap. All right, cool. So it gets better. So there's a bonus for all individuals on the webinar today. If you join today, you get this bonus. If you join tomorrow, probably not, right? But today, you get it, guaranteed. So access to the business credit training workshop. Mind-blowing stuff. Scale up your business operation with business credit. Learn. This is, oh my God, I want to get emotional talking about this, right? You learn how to fly first class for free and never pay for another airplane ticket again in your life, unless you want to, right? If you want to pay, I'm sure the airplane company will take your money. But with the business credit training workshop, you literally will fly first class forever. I mean, I've traveled the whole world 5 or 6 times, right? Flying all over the place. I can't remember the last time I paid for an airplane ticket. I paid for one recently because it was cheaper, but 9 times out of 10, points. Okay. Remember that word. It's very important. Not only that, stay in a 5-star or in any 5-star, many different 5-star luxury hotels whenever you travel. If I'm going to a new country, guess where I'm staying? 5-star luxury hotel. All for free. I'm not paying a dime. All because of my business. And not only am I staying there, I'm getting suite upgrades. I'm getting free breakfast, early check-in, late checkout, right? All the perks. You get the guy, you get what's it called when they take the car, concierge or whatever that the front desk, valet. They all that for free. All because of your business, right? Your business just gives off value in order to get these benefits. I mean, insane. Like Really, really powerful stuff. So don't sleep on the business credit training workshop. If that's, oh my God, I almost forgot about this. If that's not good enough, I shouldn't be like giving away all this stuff in the course, man. This is like really incredible. Okay. So you access my infinite 0% APR technique. I mean, this is like, you want to get like some business credit? How about at 0% APR infinite, right? It is infinite, but you got to set some stuff up. So I put it in quotes. It's not just like, hey, I got infinite, right? 0% APR, if you're not familiar, that's like interest. So 0% interest. So pretty much use your cards, buy whatever you want for your business, not going out to buy a bag, right? We're getting a bag, but going out to like, you're buying products, you're buying ads, you're buying business stuff. This is not like personal, right? You use some of your profits to invest in other assets, which give you off more money, and then use that for your personal stuff. Money tip. Cool. All right. So literally never pay another dime of charges or fees on any card you have with the infinite 0% APR technique. Side note, I'm not a lawyer, accountant, or credit counselor, right? Not my role. I'm just living the perk life. All right. I'm traveling around the world. Been doing it for 5 years now, maybe 6, and staying in 5-star luxury hotels, right? I was in Bali recently. I was in Hawaii for a while. I mean, I talked about places I've been and at the top of the hour. So like, like this is what it is, guys. Okay, cool. So that is the infinite 0% APR technique. That is the business credit training workshop. So the business credit training workshop is included for people who join today, only today. I can't guarantee if you join tomorrow or next week. I don't know, man. This is just like really powerful stuff. I'm not sure if I should include it because, like I said at the top, with great power comes great responsibility. I want to make sure you guys are using this ethically. So you get 1 year access to the Market Research Mastery, $2,000 value. You get 1 year access to the Enterprise Establishment Training, $2,000 value. You get 1 year access to all the supplier scripts. So everything you need to reach out to suppliers to get them to onboard your products. A year access to the Google, Facebook, and Bing Ads Mastery, $2,000 value. And 1 year access to the Business Credit Training Workshop. I mean, guys, $3,000 value. This is normally a part of my paid training. It sells for like a little bit more than this. I'm giving it for you in, it's just insane. Okay, cool. Total value, we're at 11,000 bucks and 1. Don't forget the 1, 11,001. All right, cool. So we're going to keep moving on. I have another book. Oh my God. I mean, it's like crazy, right? So again, because you're here today, I'm only doing it for you today, right? Because you're here today. I'm throwing in one last bonus for everyone who picks up the high ticket accelerator program. I'm giving you the Shoptimized theme for free. You don't even have to buy it. I told you the top is $299. Nope. For you, you pick it up today for free. All you got to do is get the high ticket accelerator program, and I'm throwing that in for you. Not only that, I'm going to give you an hour of consulting. A lot of people like to break it up in 2 half hours, right? We got to go over the details, get you up and running, get you started. Normally, I charge $500 an hour for consulting, right? That's $500 value right there. Not cheap stuff. All right, cool. It's crazy. I'm giving this away. Okay, cool. So that means this is what I'm talking about, guys. You get 1 year access to the Market Research Mastery, $2,000 value. Get 1 year access to the Enterprise Establishment Training, setting up your business, doing your color palette, setting up your theme, all that, $2,000 value. You get 1 year access to all the supplier scripts, right? So you know clearly like what to say to the suppliers and reach out to them, how to get onboarded, everything, okay? You also get 1 year access to Google, Facebook, and the Bing Ads Mastery Training. So how to run your ads, how to scale it up, just how to organize it, how to run it. That's $2,000. It's usually part of my trade, high coaching training, $2,000 value. Also, 1 year access to the Business Credit Training Workshop. Guys, travel for free. I mean, come on. $3,000 value. The Shoptimized theme is included. You get $299, saved right there. And then also the 1 hour of consulting. $500 value. Total value, $11,800. Wow, right? So total value there, $11,800. But I'm not going to charge you that, right? This package is priced at $11,800. This is the package that I created for you. I'm not charging you $11,800. I think it's worth it, but I'm not charging you that. If all this did, right? If all this business did was finally get you a business that was profitable, meaning that for every dollar you put in, you got $2 out, would it be worth it? Right? Finally have a business that was profitable. How many of you out there have been looking for an opportunity, looking for a chance, looking for a way to get out of the rat race, right? To pave your own financial destiny, to create the world that you want to live in, rather than being subjected and tormented by bosses and HR and other people who just want to, like, I don't know, crabs in a bucket. Sometimes they want to pull you down. They want to push you up, right? Become financially dependent. It's like a brand new life. If you're not there yet, get there today. Help you provide for your family and your friends. Would it be worth it if all it did was just help you, like, provide for your family? You have a loved one who is going through some, issues. Wow. What if you could bring them a gift? What if you wanted to buy them something for a loved one, and you couldn't do it because you didn't have any money to do it with, right? You have the mind, you want to give a gift, you want to help, but you can't because you're also paycheck to paycheck. I mean, inflation is crazy right now, guys, right? If all this did was give you that, would it be worth it? If all it did was give you the ability to pay all your bills on time and take a vacation whenever you want and stay, would that be worth it, right? If it just allowed you just to decide your own life, right? To say, hey, like, I'm going to take a vacation next week. I want to go to Bora Bora. I want to go to Fiji. 2 days, who cares? It's all free. No problem. Free airplane, free hotel. Cool. I'll stay for a week. I'll work on my laptop. No worries. Right? If it gave you that function, what if your goals aren't even that big? What if you're just like, hey, I just want to pay my gas bill. I just want to pay my electric bill. You know what I mean? What if you're in that situation? If all it did was give you those resources, would it be worth it? So who says it's worth it? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely. Right. It'd be worth it. So, man, I'm just thinking about all the people that have changed, from starting, being hesitant if it'll work for them, if they're not sure, and then 6 months later, wow, I just see proof, oh my God, they're doing 30,000, 50,000, 80,000, 100,000. It's just cool. All right, cool. All right, so if all it did was this, would it be worth it? That's the key thing on the slide. I think it would be. So I have two choices, right? I could go as cheap as possible, and I could try to sell as many as possible, right? I make the thing super cheap and just try to blow it out and sell as many as possible. But that really doesn't incentivize me to stack the value, right? Because I want you guys to win. I'm not just trying to hey, here it is, and then good luck, have a nice day. I want you to win. I want to be in your corner. I want to support you. I want to show you everything you need to get to the next level, to start building up your store and to start earning, cash and doing the things that you want to do. So that was my first option. The second option was it required a little bit more investment, a little bit of a higher investment, but in exchange, I can devote more resources like the consulting. I can give out the Shoptimized theme. I can give out more resources to guarantee your success. And also, I just kind of think it's just better, right? Because I can give you it's not really ethical. I was trying to think about it. Do you make it really, really cheap, just a little book, but then I can't give you the whole thing in a way that's going to really be easily digestible. So I created the program, a little bit of a higher investment, but in exchange, I can devote more resources to guarantee your success. I mean, some of you may have reached out and, seen we're selling this thing at $12,000, right? Plus. I mean, some of you guys on the call today may have, talked to one of our sales reps or myself personally. So, this is the normal price, right? I'm not blowing smoke. This is the price that we sell it at, right? Typically $11,800. So, what's one niche business worth to you, right? One successful business, one successful niche business, just one. You don't need 10, 20, 30 to be independent. You just need one business. What's it worth? Is it worth $5K a month? Is it worth $10K a month? Is it worth more? How much would you pay to get just one perfect niche business? Just one. Just pay your bills, trying to figure it out. Like, what would that? How much would you pay for that? 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000? Everyone's different. But if really, yeah, see, 10,000, 5,000. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, yeah, definitely. After you see the results, right, you start to understand the value here. Get started now for just $497. I'm not charging you $11,800. I'm charging you $497 to get started. Okay, right now for the next 30 minutes. 30 minutes. It's we got 30 minutes countdown clock is gonna be on one of the next slides. You can go to the link right here. I'm actually going to leave for the next 30 minutes available. If we do a rerun of this, it'll be a different link. But for now, this is what we got. Next 30 minutes. It's on a timer. You can scan the QR code right here. That's going to bring you to this link, or you can just copy, write down the link, whatever, and that's going to bring you directly to sign up for the High Ticket Accelerator Program. $497. Okay, guys. Wow. So now you have two choices, right? First option, you do nothing, right? You could not take this leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free. I get it, right? Do nothing is risk-free. Sure. Second option, you can pony up this small investment, right? And compare it to the value you get in return and just give it a shot. Just give it a shot. If I can't make you money, then I don't deserve yours, right? That's how I feel, right? I want to make you money, and then I deserve your money, okay? So you have two choices. Pick which one makes sense for you. I'm not going to think which way I'd like to go with you. But you can put in the small investment today and get all this value return. Just give it a shot. All right. 30-day guarantee. Sign up today. If you don't like it for any reason, I don't care if it's 29 days, 23 hours, and 59 minutes from now. Just let me know. We'll give your money back. I'm not in this to, I'm in this to win it, guys. I'm looking to create an army of people who are running their stores. I mean, think about 10, 20, 30 people all doing high-ticket drop shipping and then literally taking over a country. Maldives, let's just take over the atoll, right? Like, this is the things you can do. You can do an annual resort, whatever you want, right? So I'm trying to build this bad boy up. I want some partners, right? I want to help you, and that's why I offer the guarantee, because I'm so confident that I can help you do this. We've had a lot of people do it so far. So, all right, very good. 30-day guarantee. Who's excited about that? Cool. Oh. Okay, cool. Okay, so the real question is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out? Which, if it does even half of what I've claimed today on the training, will pay for itself as soon as your first site is live. Yeah. So as soon as your first site is live, you're driving traffic, you're running ads, you're making money, right? So is it worth it? Just take a few minutes to check it out. Okay. So we're gonna keep going here. Oh, fast action. For the first 5 people, who sign up, you will receive lifetime access and priority support included. So you get lifetime access to the Market Research Mastery Program. So you can pick your market, all that stuff. That's priceless. Lifetime access, not 1 year, lifetime. You can use it for yourself. You can use it for staff you hire later. So if you want to open your next store or start another store, then you can hire the staff to do it and give them the training. Very first thing, very incredible. Lifetime access. I mean, I can't even give it away. Lifetime access to the enterprise establishment training, as we mentioned. Setting up your LLC, setting up your business, international and national, all the color, theme, palette, all that. You get lifetime access to all the supplier scripts, so not 1 year, lifetime. You also get lifetime access to Google, Facebook, and the Bing Ads Mastery, and this lifetime access to the Business Credit Training Workshop. So you're setting up your business credit, you have that lifetime access. You can do it anytime. Insane. Okay. The theme, of course, 1 hour of consulting. The theme is a $299 value. You saw earlier, I showed the link. You get 1 hour of consulting. It's a $500 value. And our priority support is priceless. So total value is priceless. How can you put a lifetime access, guys? I mean, you can do whatever you want with it. It's for you. Okay. and get the consulting and the priority support. All right, guys. So get started now for just $497 today. You can see here at the top left, I'm going to go over the market research mastery, $2,000, the enterprise establishment training, $2,000, all supplier scripts, $2,000, Google, Facebook, and Bing Ads mastery, $2,000, and the business credit training workshop, $3,000 value, the theme, almost $300 value, and our consulting, $500 value. All together, you're getting $11,800 worth of value for just $497. Oh, it's crazy. I know. I don't know. I got a hair at my behind yesterday. I was like, I'm just gonna give this thing. Normally, honestly, even this package that I created for you guys was originally going to be $29.97. And I talked to one of my friends. He's like, dude, just put it at $500. Like, you got the people. They're interested. They're hungry for it. Just do $497. I said, man, like, too many people might come in. I have to limit it somehow. He's like, nah, dude, just go for it. All right. So I'm testing it. So my test is your guys' benefit. $497 for all the things I mentioned, total value of $11,800. This is available for the next 30 minutes. You can see the clock here. So all you got to do is scan the QR code, hit scan me right there. And then you'll be able to access the link. So that's where you make the purchase. We're going to go over some FAQs, some questions here in a minute. So I'm going to go over some questions. I'm also going to go over like some commonly asked questions, like what, common things people ask, like international, just some questions that people ask. Me going over those and just kind of hanging out while, we're counting down the timer as far as, when you can purchase and when it's available. So make sure you hop in, get it before the timer reaches 0. And the first 5 people, we're almost okay. So you still got some time. Some people were excited, man. Okay, so what you want to do is make sure that you get in before the slots run out. I only got 50 slots available for you guys for this course because I'm doing the consulting. I have some time invested. I want to make sure that all you guys win. So I only have 50 slots available. Yeah, get it now, guys. Limited seats. All right, cool. So I have to limit the seats, right? I'm one person. I can't teach 100 people. What I've had happen before is like you get in a group coaching call. There's 20 people in there, and then it's just hard to do it. So this is one-on-one. I'm helping you out personally. So make sure you get in within the time frame. We have 27 minutes on the clock that's available to purchase. So make sure you get in. If for any reason somehow you're still on social media and you haven't joined the stream, and if you're excited about the raffle, we'll be doing the raffle here in about 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So hang tight. If you're excited about getting your free gift valued at $11,800. So what do you guys think? Yes, you're correct. I'm giving away 1 free access to the high ticket accelerator program. Now, I know a few of you have reached out to me asking for discounts and coupons and all this. This is your chance. If you're not on the webinar, hop on the webinar, and I'm going to be raffling off 1 free access to the high ticket accelerator program. Total value $11,800. So before we get into a little bit of like Q&A and some questions that you guys might have, I just want to show you a little more of results and also talk a little bit, some testimonials about like other people's experiences and, what they were able to do with this weird niche business and just show you kind of some of the different things. So I'm going to start off with just before we jump into the Q&A, I'm going to start off with just like some of the proof. So let me know if you guys, I think I'm going to have to change my screen. Give me a second. I'm going to do that right now. Hold on. I think I just shared the window and not the screen here. Give me a second, guys. You can see what's going on. Howdy, howdy. Turn on screen share. Yeah. We're going to do the whole screen there. All right, here we go. All right, and we're coming down. Stop sharing. Stop sharing. Just give me a second. We got a few modalities. We're all across the board here. Entire screen, and here we go. All right, cool. So now you guys should be able to see this screen here. So you can see. I just want to show you a little more proof from one of my my main store here. This is the order that came in July 10th. You can see that it was for $559, $560. Came in 10:41 p.m. I was probably asleep, honestly. I don't even know what I was doing. Just look at your phone. Oh, new order. Okay, cool, nice. All right, let's look next. We got another one here. Let me zoom in a little bit. This was another one that came in on what day? July 10th, 12:30 a.m. Came in for $1,100. Not bad, right? Let me happen here. Oh, this one isn't sharing. Hold on. Turn the screen share on. If you're on the stream, I'm sorry. This didn't get shared there. Okay, so now it should be good. All right. So you can see here, $1,099 just from the online store here. You go back to that first one. If you didn't get a chance to see it, $600. We got $1,099. What else we got here? We got an order that came through on June 26th. I showed this one before, I think, for $5,000, $6,000. Another order. We got another one that came in for $2,900. Going to keep showing you some sales. We got $1,710. These are real sales, guys. These are real sales on my store, right? $2,789. What else we got? New order, $2,889. That was on July 2nd. June 24th, we got $2,649. These just are going forever. I mean, this is just, they just pop in. I mean, you're using the toilet. Oh, ring, ring, ring. Oh, new sale, $2,000, $3,000. Oh, you're asleep, you wake up. Oh, new orders, right? I mean, this is just all times of the day, no matter, just randomly, orders come in. $2,500, we got an order there. We got another one here for $2,789. I mean, who here is going to be excited to earn that money? I mean, you're going to be excited to earn this kind of money, to wake up and see this coming in. I mean, incredible. We got another order here for $899. Another one here for $2,700. You see the dates are all different, guys. Dates, times, these are all different, right? $2,794. Another one here for $476. We got another order here for $899. I mean, I didn't even take a lot of time. I just went in there and just screenshotted a few orders that came in, guys. We got a few orders that came in back to back. We got 2,510. We got one for $90, $224. We got another one that came in $299. I mean, I could do this for hours, right? But I'm just trying $600 in the fourth. I just wanted to screenshot a few. I don't even know how many. I think I have like just a few more probably. 224 from the online store. We got 600. One came at overnight, 320, and in the morning. Got another one here for $2,510. Doesn't show the date, but there's another one there. I mean, guys, I could do this for hours, right? It's insane. These orders just come in all day and all night. We got another one here for, I mean, you couldn't stop them. You couldn't stop the orders coming in, to be honest. Who wants to? Raise your hand if this is something you like, right? We got $2,789 in May. And then here we go. So this is the image that was shown on the main page there. This was from May. This is the sales that were totally in May, 164,000, total of 357 orders. You can see on this date, almost 16,000 in sales just in May. Some cancellations there. We got total sales just for that day so far. So I had 8 orders at $2,500 so far that day. So not too shabby, am I right? What else we got? Oh, this is an interesting one. So this one we have $60,000. Oh, hold on, give me a second, guys. On my phone's dying here. Let me just plug this bad boy up real quick. So this is an interesting one. We have $60,000 in the first 5 days of June. I mean, okay, not gonna lose on Instagram. We're good now. We got plugged in battery. All right, so we got 60,000 in 5 days. Look, June 1st, June 2nd, June 3rd, June 4th, June 5th. 93 orders for $60,000 in sales. Come on, guys, that's insane, right? So for what that so far that day, we're at 3,295, 6 orders total. Don't slack on this, right? This is not something that's hypothetical. These are real results, real sales. This is $60,000 in the first 5 days of June. Pretty incredible. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go to the next one here. This was in when was this? This was in June, I think, as well, early June. Yeah, I think it's the same month. We had 314,000 in sales that day so far, $6,000. I mean, come on, guys, this stuff's insane. $314,000 so far. And I think the last slide here is one of the bigger months, the peak of the season. $354,000 for, what does that say? 584 orders. And that day so far, I think that was the 25th, was almost $10,000 in sales that one day so far. So, I mean, guys, you see my name here? This is not made up. This is real. This is my store. This is the results that we have. And this is not just like, they're not guaranteed. You have to put in the work and do everything necessary to start up and get everything running. But it is typical for people who do the work. So you get your store up and running, you do all the necessary steps, you go through all the value that I showed out before. And guess what? These are the type of results that most people are achieving once they put in the work and they actually get everything up and running. So, guys, we have just a few minutes left on the clock. So if you're just joining the webinar, these are the 3 items that you're going to get. The Market Research Mastery, $2,000 value. The Enterprise Establishment Training, $2,000 value. All the supplier scripts you need to reach out to vendors, $2,000 value. Also, the Google, Facebook, and Bing Ads Mastery, that's $2,000 value. And the Business Credit Training Workshop normally sells for $3,000. Also, you get the Shoptimized theme that you need to, so you don't have to do any sort of web design work or anything like that. You get the full theme. Just gotta, literally, I showed you, just install it. That's it. Install it, you're good, right? You just need that. And then also it comes with 1 hour of consulting. So I'll show you, how to do everything, how to get it running. $11,800 of value. That's the normal price for this package. That's what we've been selling it as for the last 8 months, as we've been promoting it and getting case studies and testimonials. So this is, the whole course. Today, because you're on the webinar, because you joined me live, I'm giving it to you for $497. I mean, absolutely outrageous. I mean, I don't know if I should even be like giving it to you that cheap, but I'm feeling crazy. Labor Day weekend. Let's go ahead and get busy. So you can join. Click that link right there. You got 24 minutes left in order to purchase, and also you can scan this QR code right here. Give me a second. I have a little bit of this coffee right here. So you scan right there. You go ahead and hit scan. Oh, that's pretty good. All right, good. So hit scan me. You can scan the QR code right there, and that will give you immediate access to the program. So just scan it. There you go. Submit it. Boom. You're in. You're in immediately. So let's talk a little bit about next steps, right? So for the people who've already taken action, okay, guys. Fast action discount. We got, I don't know. I might have to raise to 10 people. Let's see. I might be generous. We got a lot of guys coming in. So email me if you have a question. I mentioned that. If you still have a question, you're unsure, you're not really 100%, You can email me directly, Ryan@dropshippinghighticket.com. If you can email me. I'll respond. I'll answer your questions. If you need help on something, let me repeat the email. That's Ryan@dropshippinghighticket.com. So also, if you are on Instagram or no, I was going to put the link direct. Yeah. So what you want to do is just scan the QR code, right? So if you see the QR code here on TikTok. If you're on TikTok, if you're on Instagram, you see it's in the comments, and you just scan that. That's going to take you to the webinar. Because what you're seeing right now is you're just seeing me without my screen. So you're not even seeing the presentation, right? You're seeing it because TikTok is crazy with screen sharing. It's not helpful. So all you got to do is click this QR code right here. This is going to take you directly to the webinar. And then in the webinar, you're going to get another QR code, which will bring you directly to the course. So that's going to be how you access it. There's a little QR code, or you can just go to this link. I wonder if it's possible. Yeah, let me see. Let me see if I minimize this, if it's going to end the stream. I'm not going to do it. I'm not sure. So I'll just post it after in the comments, or on TikTok, I'll post it in there for you as well. So guys, we have a few slots available. I mean, things are going fast. We got 22 minutes left on the clock. Get in. I mean, once the doors are closed, the doors are closed, right? Don't live with regret. You know what I mean? Like, how many times do you guys think, oh, this might be for me? Like, just get in, right? Just take action. Join the webinar. If you're not able to access it, let me know for any reason, and get the course. Like, get in. You know what I mean? Get in now while you still can, because as I start building this bad boy up, and it's going to be difficult to get my time, to get in there and have the hour consulting. So make sure you get in while the get good. Don't slack on it. We're going to be wrapping up here in about 5 minutes. So I'm just going to answer any final questions, go over some Q&A, and then the clock is going to stay live here, guys. So I'm going to leave this up and running, just the screen, so you can just see the countdown timer. I got paused a little bit there for a second. You guys got a few extra minutes, but I'll leave this up on the screen for you guys. But I'll be hopping off here in about 5 minutes. But you'll have this time in order to make a purchase. Before I do that, I want to say a few things. Number one, I want to just talk about some of our current clients, some of the people that have already gone through the course and have already, taken action and gotten the results, right? So I'm just going to tell you a few stories of different people that have gone through the course and, how their lives have changed and what they're able to do with this weird niche business, right? The first one that comes to mind has become a close friend of mine over the last year. He started his business. He used to do sales, I think. He was doing some other kind of work. And he learned about this through also one of my mentors who I learned from. And he got in and he was starting to run his business, but he was struggling. Like, he couldn't get it to work. He couldn't really hack it, so to speak. So he called me like, hey, man, like, at that time this is maybe a few years ago. I was just starting to like teach people and bring on clients. And, it was just like he was just struggling. And I would always post my results in the group, like you saw, like I just showed you, like, hey, I just got this sale for this much money, or I just made this many sales in this many days or this month or whatever it is, right? And I would just show him, and he's like, dude, like, what are you doing? How are you doing this, right? So I gave him some help. I showed him a few things on his store, got it up and running. And next thing you know, he's doing like $100,000 a month, $200,000 a month, right? $150,000. And it's just growing. Next thing you know, he's doing his first $1 million year. and then I think almost $2 million the second year, right? But guess what? He decided to sell his business, right? So he got the site, he built it up for a year, earned in profit, let's say $100,000 to $200,000. Then a year later, so a year and a half after running it, he sold it for 2 to 3. So I think he earned something like $250,000 for selling the business, right? So this isn't TikTok. This isn't Instagram. This isn't, some nonsense like flavor of the month type product, right? This is high ticket drop shipping, building a real business, a real asset that has resale value on the market, right? So this is just like one of my early or first success stories. So I really like to share just like his experience, right? We become good friends, So that's one of the first that I worked with. What are some other ones? Okay, so another one is like another good friend of mine who actually already had a store running. So he wasn't just a brand new; he already was having a store. This is like a crazy story, guys. Okay, so he was doing like $600,000 a month in sales. You might think, oh, that's incredible! Wow, $600,000. That's like even I was doing 354, right? At the peak of my season. So he was doing 600,000, and he came to me for help. He said, dude. You think that's crazy, but the month before he was doing 800,000. So he actually 600,000 for him was a dip, right? So I said, wow, okay. His goal was a million by the end of the year for 1 month. I said, okay, let's work together. So we worked together 2 months, 3 months. I worked with his team, start getting in there, showing him all the stuff I was talking about today. And guess what? He hit $1 million. Oh, I think it was $1 million and 1,000, something like that, right? So $1 million in a month, guys, in a month with one of these weird niche businesses. I mean, wow, right? It's absolutely incredible. So there's another story. He's quite happy, obviously. What's another good? Oh, okay. You have Sally. Oh no, she was like Sally Mae or something. Anyway, so you have like, let's just call her Sally. So you have Sally, right? I think, yeah, Sally or Sam. I think Sally. Okay, let's just say Sally. Anyway, I'm not giving her last name or whatever. So she was working like as a teacher, right? So she's like, just trying to figure out what to do. She actually had got involved with credit before, so she actually had like, a lot of available credit to get in a business. So, may or may not be your case, but for her, she saw the value, got in, and within like I think within the third day of running her ad, she got a $3,000 sale. I mean, within 3 days, guys, she set up her store, got suppliers. Within 3 days, she had a $3,000 sale. I mean, wow, that is so cool. I guess that's enough. I'll go over one more. We have another guy. I'm not going to say his name. Another guy who is actually from overseas. So he's from Asia, and but he had wanted to go to the U.S. He wanted to visit, and he was trying to figure out like how to like organize and get his life together to make the trip. And so I showed him like, okay, a little bit like the business, and he's already, he wasn't he didn't really have a lot of resources, right? But he scrounged everything together that he had. He's like, okay, like big investment, let's do it, that kind of thing. So I was like, hey, I get it, man, let's go. So I worked with him day in, day out. One of my first international clients. So I was really figuring out all these systems, etc. And within, I don't know, within like, I guess it was just a short while. Oh my God, let's broke my phone there. How are we doing on Instagram? You guys can see me? We're good? All right, guys. So within just a short while, he was doing like 2-3 sales. I mean, he got, I think like a sales first week or something. And then I think he did like 300. 300 within like 6 months. I don't know. I didn't look back at his numbers, but either way, he got fast results, and now he's like doing $1 million, $2 million a year. Even myself, I'll end with this. So number one, last thing, guys, so grateful, right? I'm incredibly grateful that you tuned in, that you wanted to learn more about high ticket dropshipping, that you wanted to learn about my weird niche business, that you wanted to figure out, okay, what am I doing? How am I doing it? And how to ethically copy it, right? You can literally just copy it with all the stuff I went over, 20, 30 minutes ago, or maybe an hour ago now. It's almost 2 hours on this thing. I expect it to be 40 minutes. When you're on a roll, you're on a roll, right? Okay, cool. So, thank you. Just thank you for joining. Thank you for taking part in this. And, I'm just really excited to share it with you. And, my own personal results when I started, I did 5K in sales my first month. So when I had my store up and running, my second month, I did 34,000 in sales. And my third month, I did 64,000, as you saw, right? So that's like not, no, it was 134,000 my third month. So your third month. Imagine you start something new. Your third month, you're doing 130,000 in sales. Guys, do you want to change your life? Would that change your life? You know? So, okay. So a lot of you guys, I've talked. You know, I've talked really fast. I talk kind of fast. I've gone on and on. Let's not hesitate anymore. Let's get into what you guys have been waiting for. So we're going to be raffling off the free pass. So give me a second. I'm going to be, this is only going to be for people on the webinar. So this section here, I'm going to hop off of Instagram. I'm going to hop off of TikTok. I'm going to hop off of YouTube. I'm going to hop off of every social media. And I'm only doing the raffle on the webinar. So if you're on social media right now, if you're on LinkedIn, if you're on TikTok, if you're on Instagram, if you're in YouTube, click the link. It's in the comments. Join the webinar because you're not going to get access or get entered into a raffle ticket unless you are you have that access. This clock keeps okay. So we're going to wrap up here in a minute. So if you're on Instagram, if you're on social media, again, thank you so much for joining. I hope it was valuable for you. I hope you got something out of this. And I hope you took action. I've seen a few things come in, but I haven't checked the full results. I'm just focusing on giving you guys as much value as I can. Get started today, $4.97. Okay. So Instagram, TikTok, peace out. You know, I'll be going live again soon. All right, let me hop off these bad boys. Give me a second, guys. And now, good. Okay. Give me a second, guys. We're going to be doing the raffle here in just a minute. Let me just, I gotta like finalize all the different feeds that are running here. And we're just going to be with the webinar, guys. Give me a second. Just give me a second, guys. It's going to take me about 2-3 minutes here while I just get all of my one-man band. You know what I'm saying? We're in the back room. I'm going to be doing my raffle here for you soon. Okay, let's share. Okay, good. Posting. Okay, good. All right, TikTok, peace out. Oh, before I leave, right here, QR, get on the webinar. I see you guys, I see people in the TikTok and they're not on the webinar. I see some, you know, so right there, click the QR code. If you're on TikTok, click the QR code. Give me 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Now I'm out. Bye, guys. Cheers on TikTok. And now, all right. So we're good on TikTok. Let me hit that one. All right. That's good. Okay, it looks good. All right. So TikTok is out. Oh, this one. I myself. Okay. Let me get the stream disconnected. So now YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook. Peace out. If you are not on the webinar, join the webinar. Okay, I don't know what to say. Don't know what else to say. I have it commented here. If you're not there, get in there. All right, so we're ending the stream on all the social media. Stream has ended. And the stream.